Welcome back, everyone. We've got the Pub Club with us here, and I'm so excited. They're going to be telling us about an afternoon of poetry and jazz. Here to give us all the details, we welcome Howard Schneider and Patricia Bailey to the show. Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're good.
Yep.
Wonderful to see you. This is exciting. How often do you do poetry and jazz?
This will be our second annual event. We do it once a year.
Second annual. It sounds
Yes.
very special. How did this come about? Because it seems like ordinarily these two wouldn't go together, but you've combined them into one special event. Who was the brainchild behind that?
Well, I think it was an idea, and then we decided, well, why not? Poetry and jazz are two art forms that are both celebrated in the month of April.
Independently.
Independently, yeah.
Interesting.
And when you think about it, the lyrics that come from music often come from poetry. So, I mean, they're symbiotic, so why not celebrate them together? So,
I love that.
Yeah.
So you had this idea. What made you act on it?
the pub club was really interested in wanting to do something like this. So last year we really winged it, and it really was, we had such a great turnout.
Yeah, it's
you know,
very successful.
more than we expected. So we thought this really has some legs.
When you had this thought, Patricia, did you think, oh, I'll just kind of keep it to myself because it seems kind of odd? Or did you be like, were you like, nope, I'm going to spread the word?
It wasn't specifically my idea. It was something that was a collective that was
my
being
goodness.
talked about. So
Okay.
I think Howard and I and Scott Galasso, we really said, well, I think we can spearhead something like this. It's just started to grow, and I can envision that it's probably going to grow even more because we're realizing the talent that's within Laguna Woods, and Orange County at large is pretty phenomenal.
Absolutely. I can't believe how much talent is within this community. So your event this year is taking place April 30th.
Yeah, it's on a Wednesday, April 30th.
Wednesday.
It's at Clubhouse 7, and the doors open at 11:30, and the actual event will start at noon, and it'll go till 3:30.
And so does this involve lunch, light refreshments?
Light refreshments.
Yes, we'll have coffee, water, cookies, probably some little sandwiches.
Some little sandwiches.
Always candy. Keep people happy.
Exactly. Just don't give them chocolate. They'll go to sleep. So who's sponsoring this event?
The Publishing Club.
Okay.
Although we are also indebted to a sister club, the Spoken Word Club. Yeah, the president of that club is participating in our presentation as well. And we have so much in common with them. This great oral tradition, which of course includes jazz as well.
So walk me through the event. If I'm in the audience, what am I in for? Are they separated out, or does the jazz accompany the poetry? How does that work?
Really good question.
Yeah.
We decided for this event that we would have the jazz musicians have their own creative time to play. So they're going to open up the show. And then we have 6 poets that are going to read. And
6?
Well, we have 12 total.
My goodness.
Yeah, so we're going to have a music piece at the beginning, and then we'll have 6 poets that'll read. Then we'll have an intermission, and then another performance of the jazz musicians. And then we'll have another 6 poets, and then we'll close the show
With more jazz.
with more jazz. So it's going to be a very festive, lively event.
You may end up doing an encore performance at 6:30. This sounds incredible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty. We're really excited about it. There's some really diverse voices. We have poets that are coming from Orange County, so they're outside of the Laguna Woods residents. And then we have the Laguna Woods residents that we have. A majority of them are members of the pub club. They're published. We have poets that are coming from the Spoken Word Club that are also published. So I'm excited. It's
Yeah.
Very, very unique. So this time you're featuring the jazz duo Jennifer Hart on vocals.
Yes.
She's doing the vocals.
Yes.
And then Celine, you on piano.
Yes.
And they're local? You're to the Village?
No, they're, I think, Anaheim area. I think they're in
Yeah.
the Anaheim area.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jennifer Hart, she's performed here before because we actually met her and Celine through the jazz club here at Laguna Woods. They did an amazing performance for our Christmas holiday show, and we were just so impressed with her performance. We just asked them right there on the fly, would you be interested in perhaps participating with us in April for poetry and jazz? And they said, oh, well, what's that? And once we described it, they said, oh, we're in. Count us
on
in.
board.
Yeah,
Totally on
yeah.
board.
Yeah.
So is the event open to the public?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And do you recommend getting tickets early, or can they get them at the door?
Either way.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's whatever convenient for them. If they want to get them online, it would be simple because then they'll get through the registration process and get to their seats a lot quicker. If they want to
right.
get them at the door, they can get them at the door as
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the price of admission?
It's $10, and if you're a member of the pub club, it's free.
Oh, well, there's an incentive to become a member right there.
Right.
That's exciting. Well, that's going to be an amazing afternoon for folks.
I hope you can come.
Well, yep. It's after the morning show, so
Please come. Please come.
Right.
I had to check that time. So how long have you been involved with Pub Club and
Howard?
Well, I've
Everything
only
you
been
guys are
here
doing.
in the village for 2 years, but I joined that club right away. So I'm on the board of the club. It's a wonderful endeavor. It encourages people not only in their writing, but also in how to publish their work. So we push in terms of having our monthly meetings. We sponsor speakers from all over Southern California, talking about the various aspects of how to get your work published, as well as basic writing skills.
We've had a few interviews here on the show, and I've learned that about the Pub Club, and I just think that's so admirable.
Right.
Because we always say everybody has a story, right?
Very much so. Yeah.
Everyone
Everybody
does
should be able to
have a
write
story.
it.
Yeah. And poetry is an interesting art form because it really, you're speaking from the heart and you're speaking about your time. So it's the time in which we're living in right now. There's so many voices that have different, experiences that they're able to really write about, and it comes from this really deep place. The poetry element for me was my big draw to the publishing club because when I first moved here, I thought, gee, where am I going to get to meet my peeps? And that's when
that was the perfect fit.
that was it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've met some amazing people here, really
it.
incredible poets of all different types of styles.
Wow. All right, you two, Poetry and Jazz, April 30th. Good luck. It'll
Thank
be
you.
fun. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
All right, folks, after these messages, we'll be back with a look at tonight's movie preview. Stay with us.